Bro, how are ya?
I'm rad, bro.
Okay, so this is the first of the videos where I'm getting people in to talk about stuff they've got going on, how yoga's affected their life, yoga, meditation, lifestyle changes, this and that. Before we dive in, Scotty, can you do this? You gotta make the noise.
How do you make the noise?
It's the fingers snapping together, mate.
Oh, man, you could have warned me about this. No, I can't make the noise.
All right, well,
you're making me
something to
shy.
practice. Okay.
Okay. Next.
So, Scott Doherty, you, we did a yoga teacher training together 2 years ago.
Like now?
Exactly 2 years ago. 200 hours with Octavio.
Yeah.
At the practice, which was amazing. Mm-hmm. From that, you started Take 21 challenge.
I did.
Which let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll go back 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I joined the yoga teacher training at the practice kind of last minute.
Yep.
I was just looking to get involved in something, deepen my knowledge of yoga, take my mind off things as well. There was a lot of stuff going on at the time.
Cool.
So that was an amazing program. And I'd also taken a break from alcohol. When was it? It was the previous February.
Wow.
So I found myself in a situation where I was working in the corporate world, working very hard, based in Singapore, traveling all over.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of social side to that. There's social obligations with that. So it's like
totally, but I also loved it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's fucking fun.
Any excuse. But I found that I took a hard look at myself.
Yeah, that's the one.
There was a moment of truth and made a decision to take a break from alcohol.
Yeah.
And I committed to taking 21 days off alcohol.
Yeah.
I picked 21 because 30 days from the day I made this decision, or within 30 days, I was due to be here in Bali with my dad.
Okay.
And I just thought that we'd be drinking bintangs and that's just how it's going to be for sure. So I picked 21, thinking that it's a nice little gap, get a break from alcohol. And so what happened, fast forward sort of 11 months or so, I was sitting in this yoga teacher training with you and Michael King, who was an awesome coach and giving us an inspirational talk on daring to suck. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, like we're doing right now.
We're totally daring to suck. Yeah. Anyway, cut a long story short, I just felt really inspired. So I raced out of that workshop and on my break, just decided to conceive this. Well, I talked to people on social, on Facebook. I made a video about why I took 21 days of alcohol.
Okay.
And then what happened from there, I had a huge positive feedback. I decided, let's make this a challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
So it wasn't like something that I'd really planned. It just felt like the right thing to do at the time, to start expressing some of the lessons that we'd learnt in this teacher training. Mm-hmm. Obviously, yoga is more than just the physical asana.
100%, bro.
So I felt like, the first thing I could do with this knowledge and this, desire to start sharing it was to actually, tell my story about 21 days off alcohol and just see if anyone wanted to do it as well.
And I did it.
You did it. You did it for quite a while from memory.
I did 13 months of no alcohol.
Amazing.
Which was great, because you don't need booze to have a good time. And then when you get back on it, it's even better. Woo! Yeah.
Really?
But it taught me a lot of lessons, that time of no alcohol. You don't need booze to have a good time. How bad is it for you? How overrated is it? It's fucking expensive.
So expensive.
Fucking expensive, man. I used to blast $1,000 in a weekend in Melbourne. Just like, fucking come on.
For what? What'd you get from that, mate?
A hangover.
Yeah, that's about it.
Hangover.
You had a shot at getting some lucky ladies, but generally you just got a hangover.
Generally you just got drunk and not let in anywhere.
Or thrown out.
Yeah, or fights. No fights. So, I drink again now, and I like a beer and everything like that, but I'm very sort of cautious now. I don't get absolutely battered like I used to.
Good.
most of the time.
Well, I'm glad you did 13 months. I mean, that's life-changing.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, loved it. All right, so that's take 21. You are all welcome to take a 21-day challenge of no alcohol. There's a group on Facebook where you can ask questions about doing that, get support through your take 21 journey. Everyone's sort of in the same boat, and it's people from all different backgrounds having a break from the booze. Just such a good thing to do for yourself. Highly recommended.
Just wanted to jump in.
Yeah.
Like, what inspired me to do it in the first place was I was talking to a friend who'd been off booze for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
He said that I asked him why, and he goes, I couldn't remember what life was like without it. And for me, that was a light bulb moment.
That's it.
And I was like, I became excited. Like, this Take 21 challenge is not about the pain of not drinking for 3 weeks. It's exciting. It's like, you know, can I go and have a business meeting where I'm usually on the beers without alcohol?
Yeah, and it's like Sunday morning, wake up, go for a bike ride, feel fresh, all of that. Like, enjoy everything else that life has to offer.
Exactly.
Everything.
Without adding
so
alcohol.
much. Like, if I was drinking a lot of booze on this trip to Bali where I've been here for 3 months, there's no way, if this was a party time, I wouldn't have afforded that. It's like, yeah, my body and my
Well, we wouldn't be
bank
sitting
account.
here now, mate.
We wouldn't
Because
be
you'd be like,
sitting
oh, mate, I'm in bed still.
I'd be fucking hungover. Anyway, so, all right, that's cool. Moving on. Yoga and meditation, and you've got some workshops coming up in Melbourne and Sydney. So let's have a little bit of a chat about those.
Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, segueing from Take 21 or alcohol to meditation, what's interesting about the day I decided to take a break from alcohol, which was February 22nd, 2016, I also started to meditate, started my daily meditation practice that day.
Cool.
So I made a commitment on that day to learn how to meditate and to take 21 days off alcohol.
Beautiful.
And I think that both of those, the combination of taking a break from alcohol and meditating just sent me on a accelerated transformational trajectory and I just haven't stopped.
Yeah, all that practice that we did on the teacher training, you just gained so much momentum, as did I. I think everybody did. Everybody gained some traction in what they wanted to achieve in their life, and just, it was incredible. We saw all these people go off and just start achieving things all over the world, and teaching yoga and setting up businesses and retreats and all that. It was pretty awesome. And like yours, especially, you took it back to the corporate world of Singapore, which is as corporate as it gets, and implemented it into your business. Well, not your business, but the sector you work in there, which is IT.
So I mean, you know, you talk about it like we all raced out of YTT and set up companies and everything. I mean, I'm a pretty slow developer in that regard. And, you know, the best is yet to come, I think, for a lot of the work that you and I started.
Yeah.
So I've been practicing this meditation technique pretty much every day for well over 1,000 days now since the day I started.
Yeah, that's commitment. That's incredible.
And I've tried lots of things, like, you know, I've been into the jungles of the Amazon jungle in Peru and done plant medicine. I've done lots of yoga. I've done tantra. I've studied all sorts of things, and I keep coming back.
Sexy tantra.
Oh yeah, all of it, mate. Neo tantra, traditional tantra, whatever. You know, let's not leave a stone unturned, my friend.
Fuck it, yeah.
One thing I come back to is meditation, and particularly the technique that I started learning.
Yes, which is the Vedic.
It originates in the Vedic tradition.
Cool.
So I just thought, look, you know, this is what I've been embodying for almost 3 years. It'd be 3 years in a month. It's something that I think just keeps out of my body. I feel freaking amazing, a million bucks. I can get up here, fly on a plane, be here talking to you. I'll be on a plane tonight to Melbourne. I'll be radiantly at the tennis by 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Buzzing.
Like, this is what keeps me feeling supercharged.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided this is perfect for people that are working, particularly in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Particularly in the industry that I was working in, which is tech, which is super fast, lots of change.
Lots of pressure.
Lots of pressure.
Lots of hours.
Lots of hours. Well, it's just always on, right?
Always on, yeah.
And it's not just for people that are working in these jobs, because we've all got smartphones. We're all always on these days.
We're always on, yeah, 100%.
And we've lost the gaps, you know. Like, actually, I made a point of it on my way from the airport to meet you.
Yeah.
I just turned my phone off and just literally stared out the window for an hour.
Yeah.
Which usually I'd be on my phone, I'd be just chatting. You know, I thought I've got to start putting gaps back in. But the way that I guarantee that I have gaps in my day, that I reduce the stress in my body and, you know, gain clarity and just rejuvenate myself, is using this meditation technique. 20 minutes, at least once a day. I do it twice.
Yep.
But it's taken me a good, you know, almost 2 years to develop that
Get to twice a day. Yeah, I'm like once a day.
Yeah.
But
what happens if you don't meditate once a day?
get a little bit fucking...
The Hulk. the Hulk lad, not the yoga lad.
Yeah. Angry bastard lad.
Okay. Well, I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe later.
No, maybe later.
So it was a no-brainer,
yeah.
Right? You know, and I've spoken to a lot of people. I've been back in Singapore for a year. I meet so many people that say, I tried meditation, and I can't stop thinking, so it doesn't work for me, or I can't do it. And honestly, that kind of saddens me.
Yep.
It's like whoever the PR and marketing team for meditation were did a really bad job.
Yeah.
This notion that, you know, you sit down, suddenly your mind's completely clear.
Okay.
It's just not how it works.
No,
like
it's work. It's a work. It's a solid effort. It's a hard look inwards, and it's like it's that commitment. Commit to the practice.
It is. I think why I like my technique, or the technique that I teach, is that actually it's quite effortless.
Yeah.
Right, and it is easy to learn. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it for. You know,
and that's with the mantra.
It's with the mantra.
Yes.
Let's not give too much away.
Okay.
Let's not. Don't try this at home just yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is with a mantra, which in you know the ancient language of Sanskrit translates to mind vehicle.
Yes.
So all we're really doing is just giving our mind something to focus on, so as to not just let it automatically drift and go and think about all the, you know, wonderful things that the mind would naturally do on its own.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, if people are trying it and it's not working for them with apps or whatever, I need to teach them.
You do.
Yeah.
So, some people, an app's not going to do the business. They need a physical connection with a teacher.
They do, and you know, the other thing I'd add to that is in the groups that I ran so far, it's amazing how even though we're in, like, Singapore has 5 million people, a lot of them are, you know, very connected socially, but there's not many opportunities where you can sit and talk about something like meditation or stress or whatever.
No.
So just getting this group together was phenomenal.
Cool.
You know, there's a few entrepreneurs, a few salespeople, a few managers, leaders, you know, executives, and just creating this environment where people can then make each other accountable. You know, there's a Facebook group for each group that does the program.
Awesome.
And that was like an unexpected benefit for
I like that accountability aspect of it.
You love that.
I love that shit.
That's why you did 13 months, bro.
That's why I did 13 months, but that's why I think that's important, because you can just, I've been sort of advised, make sure when you get back to Melbourne after Bali, you've got somebody, a mate, who's going to pull you back into line if you just end up going on a mad one. You got someone who's going to say, remember that you want to be teaching yoga full time, not working in construction for the
rest
rest
of your
life.
You want to be an embodied leader in the well-being space, bro.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
You are one.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's good. There's a good, solid community in Melbourne of yogis and people who meditate, and it's pretty awesome. And then that community just overflows to the whole world, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's awesome. And so you've got some workshops coming up.
Yep.
In Melbourne and Sydney.
Correct.
What dates are they?
Okay, so I run a 3-session Learn to Meditate workshop. It's called Meditation for High Performance, and it's really geared towards people that are working professionally. So they're under a lot of stress. They're just looking for a way to get an edge, maybe not be so pressured and stressed, particularly if you're working to quarterly targets and things like that.
Yep.
No experience is necessary. You know, that's actually perfect. If you've never learned to meditate, or you've tried it once or twice and it hasn't really worked for you, great. I'm going to teach you a method that's really easy to learn and it's effortless to practice. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother teaching it, right? It's going to be something that you'll walk away from this workshop with all of the tools and the knowledge to cultivate a daily practice.
Beautiful.
And this is genuinely the daily habit for successful people. If you look at the data that Tim Ferriss generated out of his book Tools of Titans, he interviewed 200 of the world's leading business people, athletes, scientists, and 80% of them all do one thing every single day.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Other than brushing their teeth.
So, have a shit in the morning?
Well, I was going to go there. Then I
meditate.
Went to
they meditate. They've got a solid, committed meditation practice. They've got a morning routine, and they get that shit done, and then they go about their business.
Yeah, and so one objection that quite often comes up with busy people is that they're too busy. But the reality is, you're wasting a lot of time already.
Yeah.
We're so distracted throughout our day that we waste time.
All the time.
So, why are these billionaires, athletes, business and government leaders practicing for 20 minutes in the morning?
Yeah.
It buys them time.
Of course.
It makes them, firstly, less stressed, more energized, more clear in terms of who they are, why they're doing what they're doing, what needs to be done, what is the most important thing I need to be doing right now.
Yeah.
It genuinely buys them time and gives them the ability to do more in their day, week, month, lifetime.
So generates a solid focus, helps them cut the crap, and just get shit done.
Absolutely, bro.
All right.
Boom.
Let's wrap that up.
I'll tell you the dates.
Tell you the dates of the meditation, of the workshop, sorry. Yep. So Melbourne is
March 5th to 8th in the city, actually just on St Kilda Road.
Beautiful.
If you go to radiantwellbeing.co, you can find the links to register for the Melbourne workshop. Sydney is going to be the 11th to 13th of March. It'll be in George Street, right in the heart of Sydney CBD.
Cool.
Like I said, 3 sessions. It starts at 6:30 and goes till 8 p.m. So you can come straight after work. You're going to be amongst like-minded people that are just looking to, learn a bit more about meditation, try it out, and you will walk away with all the tools you need to make it a daily habit. So would love to see you there.
I think I'm going to come.
You're going to be there, bro. I've already saved your seat.
Sweet as. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. We'll put all the links to Scott's Instagram, website, and everything like that in the bio with this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember, meditation is a non-negotiable.
Boom. That wasn't even scripted.
See you later.